Next match.
Send us an email.
Send us an email, yeah.
Send us an email.
Grubby Apex Predator. This is the first match of the top 4 round. We've got Miner Furnace against Giant Miner Poison.
Oh.
Crazy. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. We can put the Giant up there, of course, and with the Miner. But again, if Grubby can play and defend his collectors, that will allow him to build up this huge push that these Furnace decks
Absolutely.
can probably not deal with. But if Apex Predator can use the Miner really well and switch positions a lot and get around him a lot, I really expect that the Furnace deck will eventually grind it out. Because what you need, the weird thing is that you need, like, let's say 2 collectors out to get to build up one of those big, unstoppable, uncounterable pushes. But if you can just keep the collectors off the board, those Furnaces are slowly chipping away damage. Furnace and Poison, Furnace and Poison. And what will happen is right when the opponent is trying to build their big push to win, you can just take a tower and let time go out.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And win the game that way.
Yep. I definitely agree. The Elixir Collector is a one differentiating factor between these decks because the interaction otherwise is just going to be a cycle of never-ending I kill you, you kill me, we're a happy family, you know?
Especially because if you're using your miners on each other's buildings, then they're never actually hitting the tower unless the game doesn't end.
Yeah.
But what I like about the Furnace deck is you don't need the miner to keep hitting the tower.
Here comes the Furnace.
But we've seen how effective in this tournament is. It is just casting Naked Giants doesn't work, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's playing Mini P.E.K.K.A, Guards, Musketeers, that kind of stuff. So you really have to. You can't just play Giant and win in the way that you can just play Furnace and win.
Yeah. Let's see. Ice Wizard and
I don't
man,
like the guards behind it because they're gonna get hit by the Fire Spirits, aren't they?
Yep. Guards will take their Oh, okay.
Actually, separating up a little bit. Tower starts to pick them off. One shot, another shot.
So, in total, look at the damage done to the tower. They're basically even on the board, right? 2 Elixir behind. I mean, a little bit of Elixir behind, but...
Little minor difference to talk about the micro there. Apex Predator was actually ahead in Elixir, but then leaked about 1 or 2 Elixir trying to decide what to do next. And that may have...
paid off big.
It may have also handed off the Elixir advantage that he had. If he could have done that maybe a second or 2 earlier, not only would it still have been good, but Apex would have had a larger Elixir advantage between the 2 of them.
Yeah, he would have been able to continue extending.
This is actually great for Apex Predator. So, I mean, only 2 Elixir ahead, but way ahead in... Actually, never mind. I'm sorry. Grubby has the collector out. Here we go. 1. Now, it looks like Grubby might just let this happen because he was going to let him hit the King Tower.
But
Does not.
The miner was played in double tower range.
Oh, I see. So it has to be in that bottom corner where only 1 tower attacks?
Yep.
Oh, the guards are coming in right for the tower. Oh, no, and the Ice Spirit breaks their shield.
Oh,
but the Giant's still alive. They do.
The miner. The pop-up miner. Oh my god, that could have been so dangerous, but the guards there just diffused that situation very well. That was very, very precise.
Let's see. We're going to see the difference here between 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Apex Predator, take that $50 or 100, whatever, however much money you make, and you got to get those guards up to tournament cap. They're going to be significantly better.
Yeah. Start leveling them up.
So, okay, I like how Grubby played his Elixir Collector in the middle still, but purposefully off to the left side so that you can't poison it. It's actually out of poison range for Apex Predator. You can see him trying to line it up. He was hovering poison, probably trying to line it up and just couldn't make it happen.
So Grubby is not opting to take any kind of gamble or risk or waste his Elixir on that left side. He just lets that miner do what it is, and then he's going to start a giant push. So now, technically, Apex Predator, I mean, Grubby started that push at max Elixir. Apex Predator is 3 Elixir down.
And that can be the difference in some of these battles.
Yep. Poison on top of the guards. They're going to fall fairly quickly, and the miner prevails, but the zap will tie it up.
Ooh, 1 shot, though. I mean, when you only have 1,000 health on your tower, 200 damage is like, oh, God.
Yep. Slowly, bit by bit, especially with poison zap on the board.
I really like this play by Apex Predator because he punishes Grubby for putting his collector back in the middle, right? Gets to poison and collect.
The way Grubby played that now forces Grubby to be all in.
Yeah, he's going to lose on the 2 poisons unless he wins right here. But it looks like that's a pretty big push, and there's no enemy poison down yet because he just used it. So what's going to clean up all these guards and things like that? Oh no, the Musketeer's locked on.
Oh my god, no.
Grubby steals it at the early of overtime. Game 1 to Grubby. Apex, though, I think had a good strategy. I don't know if Grubby baited that. I wonder if that was a purposeful thing by Grubby to put the Elixir Collector back in the middle, being like, haha, he's going to poison it. And when he poisons it, I can then build up a big push and he won't have poison.
The big thing was Grubby 2 times in a row called out Apex Predator and just went all in both times, right? He played the Elixir Collector, played the Giant in the back, just let the miner happen. You know, he just let it happen. He said, I'm just going to let that play out, I'm gonna take all that damage for free. I'm gonna give that to you right now. I'm gonna hurt you so bad in a few moments that it's gonna pay off for me. He did that once. Then he played the giant again. Then the miner was played again, and he let it happen again.
I think I accidentally hit. I was trying to hit the red feature card, and I think I hit the match preview blocker. Oh, bummer. Oh, bummer. Well, here's what I'm excited about. Grubby is still carrying the mantle for the Three Musketeers. And let's see, Apex Predator is running the... I mean, the big key... man, I don't even know what to put as a key card here. I want to put Giant down, but I think Giant's actually going to get gobbledy-gup by...
Technically, I think the positioning of Poison, the use of Poison and Zap, as normally you would understand against Three Musketeers, the spells are really what you're looking for.
Absolutely. Right? And Apex Predator has, we saw this earlier, has Poison, but Poison's not exactly what you want against Three Musketeers.
Yeah.
It's just a little too slow. You want the fireball that does the damage instantly.
Yeah. Thankfully, you know, if you think of it this way, if you're okay with playing a Valkyrie Zap to take down this Three Musketeer, you should be okay with playing Zap Poison, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, they're calling me out right there. Yeah, I'm trying. It's a PG-13 stream.
Yeah.
Doing my best.
PG-13. Three Musketeers making their way.
I love the splitting of Three Musketeers. That's easily one of the best.
It's probably the best split. I mean, I can only imagine that Barbarian split is the only one that comes somewhat close. But
we got Flamengo asking in chat what happened to Woody. Woody won his match 2-0. The finals will be after this. This is the other top 4 semifinal match between Apex Predator and Grubby. So far, game 1 was really tight. I mean, Apex Predator showed without a doubt that he can hang with Grubby. The important thing will be how can he take this deck that we know to be very strong and adjust it to... Grubby has a very weird take on the kind of miner or the giant poison deck because he's using Three Musketeers as sort of the big support behind it. And I like this. I mean, if you think about this, Grubby is super vulnerable to siege decks in a lot of ways because of this. Look, he's playing the Elixir Collector and then Giant, and then I assume Three Musketeers after it. That's just so much time for an opponent to set up a big thing.
Leading the charge.
Yeah, I wonder why.
That's interesting. Okay, Mini Pekka's not going to be on the Giants, so that's probably really great for Grubby. And actually, wow, the double Musketeers won that exchange.
Yeah, but the barbs are going to kill the crap out of that Giant, and...
Yeah, interesting choice. I mean, Grubby did get away with an Elixir Collector, I guess. I mean, he traded, I suppose, with Apex Predator. So currently, No, we'll have to see. They're just pumping up. We're going back into the classical. Let's just pump it up.
And actually, I think Grubby's Princess might win this battle.
No,
it does! Oh! Apex Predator made a little mistake there by playing his Princess too close because the 1 second deploy time was the difference between those Princess. They're firing.
Now Grubby's ahead. Miner onto the Elixir Collector. Now Apex is left with nothing.
Can't leak Elixir, Grubby. I think he had to wait a little bit because he's worried about the Princess walking in front. But even here, like, leak. Okay.
Yeah, I think he wanted to make sure the timing on the triple Musketeer drop was appropriate.
I like that he's going to put the barbs on the left side. Oh, no, I thought he was going to put barbs on the left, but he actually puts them on the right in front of the Mini Pekka to prevent them from beating up on the Giant.
And he still has Miner. Ice Spirits on the left side, maybe? Is it going to freeze everything?
It does, but those guards are still doing work.
Man. He actually
single
commits his
Musketeer
Miner to the right side, which is interesting to me. One single Musketeer makes his way across. It's going to do a pretty decent amount of damage. Another
Mini Pekka that is just chopping those Giants up. Oh, and the poison comes down after to make sure those barbs don't come across with too much health. But then there comes the Miner. The Miner's got caught by the guards. The Miner's not locked onto the tower. The guards are doing a really good job holding them off, and I think they're going to hold off those barbs too. Great job by Apex Predator defending there.
So I think the question is, how will Apex Predator continue to fine-tune his defense? Because he's leaking health on his towers just every little bit.
I wonder if this is a bait by Grubby. Grubby misplayed his Elixir Collector, putting it too close to the tower. A Princess that hits that will splash damage onto the Elixir Collector, taking free pumps off of it. I wonder if he did that to purposefully make Apex Predator want to play on the strong side tower instead of the weak side tower.
Right, entirely possible. They're gonna split again. Barbarians leading the charge.
Oh, the poison
Miner's
kind of on the wrong side.
On the left side, maybe.
Oh, here comes the Miner and hits him. Oh, wow. He doesn't have the.
But the Musketeers are gonna do a lot of damage.
But here comes the Giant. Look at the full health Giant supported by a Princess. And even though the Mini Pekka comes in a little late there, it's just not enough. Oh,
double threat. And that's what we're talking about, man. When you get enough Elixir in double Elixir phase, especially if you split those 3 Musketeers, you're having to worry about 2 sides at the same time.
If you consider that you get 12 elixir worth of cards for 9, right? You get 3 Musketeers to the cost of 9, and you can split them up in a way where they're not immediately fireballed or whatever. It's actually kind of reasonable to put together 2 separate 10 elixir pushes. You only need like giant on one side and barbs on the other or whatever, and then suddenly your push is like pretty significant. Wow, Grubby takes it 2-0.
And especially I feel like against decks that use 5 elixir defenses, it's a very heavy investment. You invest 5 elixir on one side, what do you have for the other side, you know?
Here we are, we're moving into the finals, folks.